Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode, part 2 in fact, of Final Fantasy Tactics. When we left off, we had met up with Argath, and we are heading to Egros Castle, which is right up here. And I do want to apologize if I butcher the pronunciation of some of these places, because I'm bound to do so, but nonetheless, we're going to go up there and get another story cutscene. This is, of course, Ramza's brother here. I hear you were decorated for your first victory, Ramza. They sing your praise from on high. You do honor to our name, my brother, and to me. I am glad, Ramza said. Oh, you would not seem it. I am, forgive me. Your words do me far more honor than I have done you. No doubt word has already reached you, but the Marquis de Limbury's carriage was waylaid, and the Marquis taken. What have you a mind to do? I have already asked Zalbag to dispatch a squad to pursuit. Zalbag would be Ramza's other brother. These brigands must eventually come forth to demand ransom. That is, assuming the Marquis yet lives. Oh, Argoth, I beg of you, Lord Beowulf, lend me 100 men that I might hunt the Horsens down. Please, my lord, grant me means to avenge my fallen friends. Mayhap your ears fail you. I said that a squad is to be dispatched. You are not a man of Galleon. Leave her affairs to those of us who are. Do not assume to beg favors of me. Let me remind you, Argath, lest you forget your place. You are but another sword, not even yet knighted. I don't know why he's so mean to him, but the two of you will remain here at Egros and serve among the castle guard. You needn't worry, danger is not like to visit these walls. My own house was once respected as highly as House Beowulf, you know. At least until my grandfather was captured during the war. He turned traitor, thinking to buy his freedom with the lives of his friends. But his freedom scarce outlived his honor. He was not a dozen paces out their gate when the dagger found his back. Killed by some common squire, no more a knight than I. One of them. My lord father would have none of it, of course, but he was the only one. Our bannermen deserted us, our reputation ruined. I love that little animation. You just throw the rock in the river. I don't know. It's the little things in this game that really speak to me. But anyway, I suppose I had best remember my place. Your lord brother has no reason to lend ear to pleas from the likes of me. Teatra Herald. Delita. That is Delita's sister. Tytra. Alma Zalbeg. That's the sister and brother of Ramza. Maybe they should construct some bridges there so it's a little easier to travel. Cross that little waterway there. It's been some time, hasn't it, Zalbeg? I heard about Garland. They say you made short work of those brigands. Now you've truly the right to call yourself a Beowulf. Father would be proud. Thank you, Lord Brother. Have you settled in at school? Yes, the others have all been quite kind to me. Would that we could speak at greater leisure, but there are duties that require my attendance. Rogues do not catch themselves. I understand, good luck. I get the sense that... Now, keep in mind, I've played a little bit into the game, but I actually haven't seen much of the story. A lot of my gameplay has come from grinding the levels, but I think that I believe, I get this sense that there's going to be some familial betrayal. I believe Ramsa's going to go on the run somehow. Again, I've had a little bit of the story spoiled for me, so I know a little bit of what happens. I'm pretty sure that's one of the things I had spoiled for me, was like, you're basically a whistleblower, but I could be wrong. I could have totally misunderstood, but... We received a note of ransom from the Corpse Brigade. What? Something about it sits unwell with me. They're anarchists, to be sure, bent on bringing down the aristocracy, but they fancy themselves righteous and prey only on the nobility and those in our employ. Coin. Why wouldn't they? They're not but common footpads. What an insult. One of the men I planned among them has not returned. I worry he may be caught up in something serious, but there are those who do not think some mere spy worth a search party's efforts. Where was he last known to be? A merchant city named Dorder in eastern Galleon. Guarding a castle grows dreadfully dull, wouldn't you agree? Oh. Pietro be alright. I'm here to look after her. Then there is naught to worry about. But mind your own limits. You can't be responsible for everything. Says the brother who never fails to do it. You needn't let your life be ruled by the fact you were born a behold. They're starting to sound like mother. Ha ha ha. Spooky winds. Alright, I think what we'll do, now that we have some time, is I want to... Well, actually, I need to go back because I need to buy some items. I will after this little cutscene here. Up here. First of all, before we do that, let me figure out who I have set up as an archer. I have 2 archers, okay. So I'm going to need 2 crossbow. Well, okay. Well, first we're gonna battle it out here, so. Upgrade another squire. Honestly, let's have another chemist here. That looks good to me. Hopefully we don't get in a battle here. Let's see what we got here. I saw at least 2 chocobos, but it looks like there's a third one in the corner there. No, that's a... It looks like a goblin, essentially. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad, but... I've been wrong before, so... It would be best to... sort of... make a concerted little area right here with all our swordsmen. Sort of chip away at the enemies, piece at a time. I'm gonna put my chemist up here so he can deliver potions from hey, make sure he can actually do that. Yeah, okay. So he can deliver potions from up here, and then I'll have other chemists up here to do the same. So that way they're protected. Damage. I feel like a little too much, actually. Okay, cool. We gained a level. Now I'm going to... throw a potion over to my boy, because he's... I mean, he would be okay, but he's not doing fantastic, so... And she actually took quite a bit of damage, too, so she's gonna get a potion as well. And then I'm gonna have Ramza go ahead and finish the job here. Okay. Oh, I should have turned him around. Oh well, it's okay. So then, we'll just have you guys wait up here like you have been. And he's probably gonna go after Ramza if I had to guess. No, he's gonna... Well, that's very strange move. Go after the guy that's literally farthest away, but... I mean, don't let me tell you how to live your life. Alright, so we'll have Ramza... Oh. I didn't realize I wasn't controlling Ramza. That was very stupid. That's why we should always pay attention to what we're doing. I think since she's healed, I'm comfortable sending her forward to do a little damage and hopefully flank around the side. He's taken care of. I'm gonna have him go here. because he can handle a couple of hits. And it won't be better for next time to... I mean, he's gonna take some damage here, but that's okay. Move forward and see if I can't get Ramza healed. No, not quite. Okay. Or we'll just have him wait. Maybe you can get to him. Yeah, okay, good. 0% chance of that working. I'm gonna wait on that because I don't want to accidentally heal the enemy. Oh man. Okay then, so we're gonna need to... get you at a... Okay, we need to finish the battle up quickly now. Go ahead and take him out. Not good. No, it's not ideal to use your chemist to fight, but we don't really have a choice. We need to keep the pressure on here, so... I don't like how they run away. It just... It's like... we might fail this mission simply because we run out of time. Which is really aggravating. I think we have at least 2 turns. I basically want to just box him in. Yeah. Okay, that'd be good for us. Okay, no, it's actually not very good for us. I need to pay better attention to the health points. Jeez. What is wrong with me? Should not be like this at all. We might fail this one. Oh boy. Yeah, I think that's game over because he disappeared. Yeah, that's game over. Well, that was poorly played on my part, so I have to take credit for that one. Well, I guess we'll just have to do all that over again, so that'll be fun. At least we won't have to, we'll be able to skip the majority of cutscenes we've already seen, so. I don't think we can skip it in one button press, but I know if we hold the button, we should be able to. Yeah, sorry about that. That's really embarrassing. I didn't expect to get bodied so early on in the playthrough, but it's kind of how it goes with this game. This game's hard, so makes sense. Yeah, this is definitely going to make the episode longer than it needs to be. Just because having to do all this again. I'm real happy about that, so. But that's okay. It just means we need more practice, because we are definitely not in a position where, you know, we need more practice. That's all I'm saying. I guess one negative I would give this game is the fact that you can't skip cutscenes, but it's a very nitpicky thing, so it's not really that big of a deal. Not that I would ever want to skip them unless I was, you know, I just died and I had to redo everything, but that's like the only reason I would want to do that, so. Then we get the cool little wind animation. I'm always so impressed how they were able to do so much with so little with these games. Any game like this, really. Okay, what we wanted to do to begin with was I wanted to buy 2 bow guns for our archers. And I wanted to buy 2 long swords for our knights. And I wanted to buy like maybe 4 of those. And then we can buy 2 of those. And I think that's all we can get right now, so. Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, party roster, and then equip. You need a long sword. You need to be given one of the bow guns. Next thing we need to buy is some battle boots for everybody, so that'll be our next expense. And we can give these 2 some better equipment. Because he's still identified as a squire. Okay, yeah, that'll do for now. Actually, let me just go ahead and, can I make you a knight? I can, okay, I'll just make you a knight, because we have the items for it, so it'd be better if we just went ahead and did it. Oh, we don't have enough long swords. Okay, cool. Well, at least you have the other items that are gonna make you capable. So, okay. Alright, got that. Now let's go ahead and save so we don't have to redo all that in case we die again. I don't want to put you all through that again, so. Alright, and honestly, I would like to, okay, we'll see, I'm not gonna have a choice, but I was gonna say, I do want to grind a little bit, I didn't expect to get absolutely floored. Alright, 2 archers, 2 chemists, and a knight, alright, I'm sorry, 2 archers, a chemist, and a knight. That'll work. I hope I didn't forget to commence some, or add another person to the party. I think you could only have 5, and I think I had 5 out there. Yeah, okay, we have 5. Cool. Okay. So I want to definitely want to move us all over here. I want to put us on the high ground up in the corner right here. And just let them come to us. I think that'll be the best use of our time. If we just mow them down as they walk up the hill, it would probably be best, because, oh man, there's actually quite a few enemies. Well, hopefully, if we don't misplay, we should be fine, but I'm hoping that we don't have another situation where I embarrass myself, so. Here. Wait. Can't quite have you attack yet. That's okay. A little bit of setup here, a little bit of setup. It's like a game of chess. Draw first blood, it's always a good sign. Rams are wrapped right in the corner here and do some damage here. Oh, I forgot about the counter move. That's okay. I don't think you can attack from here. No, you're just out of range. That's okay. We'll just have you wait again. Chemist is in a precarious spot, but we can get him out of there. I'm not too worried. Yeah, I'm worried about our chemist, but I think we can get him out of there and then have him heal himself and he'll be okay. Okay, or just not have anywhere to go. That's fine. We'll just just have you heal, and hopefully you can make it through the night. This guy from behind if possible. Yeah. I just want to go ahead and take this guy out. Or not. Like, that's great too. Feel it's undone. Alright. Just have him wait, he can't go anywhere, so I'm gonna put him in a bad spot. Didn't mean to, but he's not dead yet, so although this one might take him out. Oh no, he's just really close, but it's okay. Close is not dead, so that's all we need. Just to survive long enough to oh, are you kidding me? Nothing we can do. Kim is spending more time healing himself than anybody else in the party, which is gross misuse of his talents, but what can I say? Hopefully this will take him out. Heal Rams with our chemist's next move, for sure. If this doesn't take him out. No, it's just very close. Yeah, we're really skirting the line with these guys, so although that's gonna kill him, that's gonna take him out. It's okay, hopefully we can I really gotta start counting these things because too many situations I have not taking advantage of my archers because I put them in bad spot, though I need to learn how to take better advantage of them, for sure. Great. Fantastic. That was an awesome move by me. Okay. Well, at least we did something. Hopefully we can get them both out of here before. Okay, I thought he was about to be revived. I was like, what? I didn't know that was part of the game. Alright, got out of there by the skin of our teeth, but we still got out of there, so that's what matters. Oh yeah, forgot we gotta do this cutscene again. I love the tavern art. I like how it's a mixture, well, like anything else in the game, it's a mixture of pixel art and very rudimentary 3D graphics. I'm actually gonna go to the tavern because he tells me something. The Brigandary is on the rise across the land, and this is about the Corpse Brigade, so we're gonna read a little bit about them. Brigandary is on the rise across the land, and Galleon has by no means been spared. Wains are struck and pillaged. I think wains are pretty much trains, by the way, but anyway. High-ranking officials taken at sword point. Most of the incidents of this past 6 months are believed to be the work of a company of felons and former sellswords known as the Corpse Brigade. It is oft said the only good brigand is a dead brigand, and the Order of the Northern Sky would like not more than to see the brigade made corpses for true, but as yet it is all the knighthood can do to keep the outlaws in check. King Gondoria III. The health of King Gondoria III has been a subject of concern since his collapse at the birthday celebration of Prince Orinus. The Board of Chamberlains has since announced that the king has regained consciousness and his fever is broken, but will yet require several weeks of quietude and bed rest in order to recover. Many speculate that it may be some months before the king resumes his official duties. However, Queen Luveria and her retainers have long been in charge of most affairs of state, and thus few problems are anticipated during the king's absence. 50 years more. Now I know this one's super long, so take a seat, get a drink. We're gonna get through this whole thing though. It's a lot of information here, a lot of valuable information. The half-century of conflict between Ivalice and Ordalia is today known as the 50 Years' War. The beginning of the 50 Years' War can be traced to the death of Ordalia's king, Devane III, and his failure to name a successor. His cousin, Viroy VI, was next in line for the throne. However, King Demida II of Ivalice, the uncle of Devane III, proclaimed himself the rightful heir and declared war on Ordalia. However, this was merely a pretense to justify the invasion of the neighboring Ordalian province of Zelmonia. Once an independent state, it had been annexed by Ordalia nearly a century prior. Ivalice had since been aiding the province in an effort to weaken Ordalia, an effort that ultimately failed. Tired of Ordalian rule, the Zelmonian leadership and nobility secretly petitioned Ivalice to take a more direct hand in their liberation. After a victory in Zelmonia, the Ivalician armies marched on the Ordalian capital of Vura. As fate would have it, Denamda II succumbed to fatal illness on the road. The momentary confusion amongst Ivalice's troops gave Ordalia the opportunity it needed to regroup, and Veroy VI succeeded in pushing the Ivalicians back as far as Zelmonia. The resulting impasse would not be broken until Romandan's army's invasion 2 years hence. A lot of complicated names here, a lot of lore. Romanda, a powerful military state lying across the Rana Strait, marched on Ivalice at the behest of Veroy VI, a blood relation of the Romandan nobility. However, Denamda's second successor, Denamda IV, was a fearless warrior, personally leading his men into battle against the combined might of Romanda and Ordalia. This, along with an outbreak of the Black Death in Romanda, forced the Romandan army to withdraw after only 3 years. Two military orders worthy of particular mention in this conflict are the Order of the Northern Sky, led by Knight Gallant Barbaneth Beolv, which is Ramses' father, and that of the Southern Sky, led by Sidolphus Orlando, known also as the Thunder God. After countless victories at home, these two orders had been poised to advance into Ordalia. However, the protracted conflict had begun to take its toll on domestic morale. Peasant uprisings and revolts through Ivalice and Ordalia forced both countries to send their troops home to pacify their own citizens, resulting in another stalemate. It was Denamda's IV's sudden death by malady that broke the stalemate, although some claim that he was murdered. His successor, Andoria III, was ill-suited to the throne, and left the governing of Ivalice to his queen and retainers. Without Denamda IV's leadership, the armies of Ivalice had little prayer preventing Veroy VI's successor, Prince Leonard, from defeating the troops stationed in Zelmonia and advancing into Ivalice proper. Despite the valiant efforts of the northern and southern orders, Ivalice failed to repel Prince Leonard's invasion of Zeltenia. Ivalice's leaders soon began looking for a peaceful alternative. In the end, both states agreed that prolonging the war would prove mutually detrimental, and a pact was signed allowing each nation to return to addressing domestic strife in equal peace in name. It was in reality a defeat for Ivalice. The economy of Ivalice was brought to the very brink of ruin as it struggled to pay reparations to its former enemies and to repay the loans taken from neighboring states to fund its war effort. Soldiers returning from the front found themselves without pay, and entire orders of knights were summarily discharged from service. The swelling ranks of the unemployed did little to relieve the people's distrust of the crown and the nobility. Such as it was. Thanks for dropping in, dude. Come in again. Okay, cool. I want to do a little bit of upgrading for our next battle if we can. He needs the ability to aim. Like, aim 3 would be fantastic if he could have that. No, job abilities. I don't know if he even has. No, he doesn't. He can't upgrade anything. Meaning. I want him to be able to move farther, so I'm going to wait on him. I think I want to assign you a job. I think, well, no, you can't. Okay, I'm going to keep you as a chemist for now. But I do want you to learn some new abilities if possible. No? Okay, we can't give you anything right now. And I would like you to also have another level of aim. If I can. I don't think you can. Goodness gracious. Well, that's okay, because I think the next thing I'm gonna upgrade is everybody's movement, so Let's see if we can't learn anything here. No, nothing yet. I mean, we can do things, but nothing I want to do at present moment, so. Yeah, same deal. I'm gonna go ahead and assign you the role of knight, though, because you're getting a lot of knight points anyway, job points, so might as well go ahead and declare you a knight, so. I'll also give you the equipment I bought, so, okay. Sounds good. Alright, let's move on to the next fight. Alright, so we have Ramza, Archer, Griffin, obviously, we want Griffin. Also, probably how I want to end the video is I want to name all of my characters something silly, so I think that'll be fun. That'll be a fun way to end it. Okay. I guess that's all we got. 4 positions, and then Delita and Argoth are going to be the other 2. Now, I know these 2 green dots are where you can farm for experience and items, so I'll definitely spend a lot of time doing that, but first we're going to do the story mission associated with this spot. So our luck is ill that we should chance upon fiends such as these in the wood. Some of us prefer fiends in a wood to a dull watch in Castle Garrett's Argoth, and some of us are not so quick to jape in danger's face. Enough talk, they come. Commence. I think Delita's got the right idea. I think we're all gonna go right. Try to swing to the right. I think is the best move. So we're gonna move our butts this way. Argoth is all by himself over there. It's one of the things I hate about having the guest soldiers, is they kind of do their own thing, and I'm like, look, it'd be easier to strategize if I can move everybody myself, but 4 out of 6 is not bad. I think it'll be better for us if we swing around the right and sort of take on 3 at a time, instead of trying to just take on everybody. But he's just gonna do whatever he wants, so cool. He's about to get bullied. He's not going to be in the fight very long, so nobody's backing him up. But I don't like the idea that you have to back up the AI. Like, the AI should back you up. Okay, so Ramza is gonna need some medical help before too much longer. So keep that in mind. Delita, could you actually do something in this fight, please? Oh, well, that's definitely something you just did there. We're doing actually pretty well right now. I think it was the right move to go right and move as a unit. Wow, we're kind of just rolling through here. Gained a job on it. Hit here. Okay, cool, perfect. Yeah, we're just kind of rolling right now. It's gonna be a heck of a lot worse. I think he's gonna come up and finish off Argo. No, he's gonna come take on Ramza. Probably do quite a bit of damage, actually. Not as bad as it could have been. Although Ramza's probably done for. Argat's probably gonna have to use it. Yeah, it's okay. So as we keep up with this pace, we're just sort of smoking through enemies like we should be okay. Let's give Griffin some health, because he's probably going to take a lot of punishment on the next turn. Please don't miss. Okay, good. Oh, glad we healed him. Are you kidding? You can't strike. Oh my god, this dude is Johnny on the spot with that bow and arrow. Fantastic. Oh wow, critical hit. That worked out really well. Actually, I think that on the next video we're gonna do our naming. We'll name our soldiers. Now I think it's actually a good place to stop. I like to stop while I'm ahead. I don't like to play too long and then end up having to leave the video on a loss or something like that. But anyway, I guess the one thing I can do before I sign off here is I want to buy some battle boots for 3 sets of battle boots and equip those on some people in the party who don't have them. So like I'll give you some battle boots. And then I'll give you battle boots. I'll probably give my other archer the battle boots. I know that doesn't make sense, but I use the archers a lot, so. But anyway, so yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope it was relaxing for you, and next time we're going to, well, let's see where we're going to go next time on the next video. We are going to go to the Merchant City of Dorter, although I do think the next episode will spend some time grinding because the Merchant City of Dorter fight is pretty challenging, so probably do a little grinding, little leveling up. There's one last thing I wanted to check. I'm gonna go ahead and give Ramza a job. I think I want him to be a knight. It seems to make the most sense, so. Because eventually we could level him up to be like a monk or something like that, but let me see who else we can level up. And I know I've said goodbye on this video like 100 times, but you're just getting a little extra, that's all. If we can't. No, okay, we can't do anything there. Can't learn any new abilities or anything like that. Again, I want everybody to be able to move farther. I think that would be really useful. Yeah. There's nothing we can do right now. That's okay. Alright, so for next time, we'll level everybody up such as we can. Name our troops something that's a little bit more personal so we can be a little bit more attached to them. I think a fun thing we could do, if you guys want to go in the comments and suggest some of the things we could name the troops, that would be a lot of fun. I could even name them after you guys if you wanted. That would be fun. And then we'll do a little grinding and then we'll go on to the next story beat. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.